are here to take away your Monday blues. It's the
No blues. We were talking about blues.
No
It's the
blues.
Flame Central podcast.
No blues clues, but we do have a mailbag. You
Yeah.
like that
Good
little tie
mailbag
in
question.
there?
Hey, way to
Like
tie
that.
that.
I
Nice.
Good job.
know. Thanks so much for joining us. The Flame Central podcast, powered by Alcova Mortgage. Bam. We have a great guest in Kendy Charles coming on in just a moment. But first, what are these amazing? Oh, sorry, Matt.
Yeah, that's
There
fine.
you
That's
go.
fine.
Matt Warner and the
Look
Flames.
at these.
For those of you,
This
not
is a
watching.
pretty-looking girl.
Yeah, not watching on YouTube. A couple of Emmy Awards here on the desk.
Yeah.
It was a good night, Saturday night. 6 Emmy Awards were won
Beautiful.
by the folks here at Flame Central and the Liberty Athletics creative team.
Yeah.
That's the most we've ever won in a year.
6?
6 awards, including the Flame Central
En
TV show.
Espanol?
Same
That's
Flame Central
safe.
TV show.
TV show. So, beautiful thing.
I like
So-
to just
Powered
say,
by, right.
I like to just say to all the folks out there,
Yeah.
understand that it was those 2 Jauch Talk pieces that really brought
That
home
put
the
us over the
hardware.
top.
Did it?
You know,
Was
the
there really a
football
Jauch
No, I don't
analysis
think so.
of the Jauch Talk pieces.
But let him believe that. Yeah.
What?
I don't know if that was one of the episode that
That
won
put
it,
us
but
over
yeah.
the edge to
Yeah,
be able to win
yeah.
this thing. And I just like to give all the credit to myself.
Yeah, right.
That's
Thank you
what
very
Snoop
much.
Dogg
What's
did.
that? Thank myself for being so talented. Yeah.
Want to thank myself for working so
Yeah.
hard. Amazing work by our coworkers. We obviously work with
Congratulations.
so many
Absolutely.
talented people. So huge accomplishment. If you haven't checked out our Flame Central show, we know the podcast is amazing, but the show is also great. You can
Great
watch
show.
Yeah.
that on ESPN Plus. Too amazing.
Or the YouTube channel that you may
Yeah.
be watching this. Yeah,
Exactly.
So,
But we start things off with Darius McGee.
Right.
Unfortunately, he didn't get drafted, but he did get an invitation to the Summer League
Summer League
with
ball, baby.
the Indiana Pacers.
yeah, right. And you know what? I know everybody always wants to get drafted.
How many rounds are there?
2 rounds.
That's it?
2
Yeah.
rounds.
Oh, yeah.
And really, I think only the first round's guaranteed. So, honestly, you just want to find yourself with an opportunity.
Right.
And that's what he got. We knew he had worked out for the Pacers. He'd had a really good workout from everything I'd heard with the Pacers. And so to get this opportunity, it's a foot in the door and it's an audition. So whether or not you get a spot with Indiana, you're playing against pros, you're showcasing your skill set against really good players, and you're auditioning for a lot of other
Oh, wait, so
organizations.
they don't Indiana doesn't just reserve the rights to him. So if
Right
another,
now,
team, if he balls out,
Right.
and Indiana doesn't have a roster spot for him,
Yeah.
then another team could pick
This
him up.
is just for the Summer League. He's got a spot
That's
for that.
very similar to what
Yeah.
happened
Got it.
with Caleb Holmesley.
Right.
So-
Caleb with the Wizards.
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity, right? And that's what you want.
And it'll get you out there, like you said, like competing against other guys. So if he doesn't get a spot with Indiana, you never know like where you can end up. And
And he's going to have plenty of opportunities. I mean, I know he will make a lot of money if he
scoring
wants to go
machine.
If he wants to go overseas,
there will be a
he
lot
will
of money
get
out there.
paid.
I'm sure he, and rightfully so, would love to find a way to kind of just get into the NBA and find himself there. Kind of work his way up. But this is the first step. So hopefully he plays well, and we'll be keeping an eye on him for sure.
Speaking of former Liberty Hoopers, we have a story coming out this week on
Yes.
Scotty James. He's
You're gonna
been
wanna
playing
see this.
in China, so really cool update
Crazy
on
story.
him.
Good
A little
story.
bit of a crazy twist to his story if you
Yeah.
haven't been following along to his career. So be on the lookout for that on Flame Central or on the men's basketball Twitter or social media links. Okay, but for now, let's go to this conversation with Kendy Charles. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kendy Charles, and he might be the most interesting man. I feel like we say this about a lot of the guys on
Yeah.
the team this year, which is a good thing,
Yeah,
because
that's
they have
a
so
no
many
doubt.
other interests,
No doubt.
than just football. But thank you so much for coming on. I feel like you have a lot.
He's a Scooby snack man.
Oh, God.
He's a Scooby snack.
Yeah.
What do we say about them? What do we say about them old linemen, Kendy? You
eat
take
them
them, you push them up in a little ball like that, and then you do what with them? You pop, 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 pop. Just Scooby snacks.
Scooby snack him.
Just Scooby snack them. Too easy.
Yeah.
He already looks
Eats 'em up.
terrified.
Yeah. Kenny's like, what have I
He's
done?
like, all right,
What have
how
I done
long is
myself
this?
Who
into?
is this dude?
Who is this guy?
Who is this dude?
Yeah.
How's your summer been going? Tell
Pretty
us
good. It's been
what's
pretty
going
good.
on.
Just you getting used to the staff, getting used to the new summer program. So it's the first time going through it, but it's been pretty smooth. I like it so far.
Yeah. Feeling healthy, feeling ready to go for the season?
Yeah,
or-
for sure. For sure, we Coach Sky is definitely get us ready for the season, and we'll be ready by the time the first game come around.
So when this new staff came on board, you posted a photo with them from Coastal. They recruited you. Tell us about that relationship, and did they give you some, give you a hard time for? I guess they followed you.
Really. You say, they're like, we'll go where he goes. Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, so they recruited me in high school, so I had a familiar relationship with them. So when Coach Jauch got the job, so I was kind of excited about it because I wanted to stay at Liberty, and I wanted to play for a staff that I'm familiar with. And coming out of high school, I wanted to go play for them. So, but Liberty was the better choice for me at the moment. So when he got the job, the first time he's like, "We back again, huh?" I guess it was meant to be. That's what he told me.
That's so neat.
And I called my mom and told her, she was like, "Oh, that's neat. Yeah, for sure."
Yeah, take me into your mindset because, a staff changes, and for any athlete, they're like, okay, it kind of makes you step back and say, all right, let me kind of weigh my options here and see what's best for me. And I'm sure with the type of season you had plenty of those. What went into your decision to stay here at Liberty? You said you wanted to be here. What went into your decision?
Yeah, when I got blocking out all the distractions, just like people, what they're saying or what's best for me. So at the end of the day, I just had to think for myself. And like, honestly, I just felt like Liberty was my home, and this way I could be my best and play my best. And it just, in a way, it was just the best place for me. Like, it's hard to explain how I was feeling in the moment, but Coach Jauch coming into the program definitely helped me staying here. But like, I didn't want to leave at all for some reason. Like, everybody had an opinion of thinking I should have left, but I feel like Liberty is where I need to be.
Yeah.
It just felt natural being here. Like, I don't have to act like somebody I'm not. Honestly.
I love that.
No, that's good. I think that's mature. And again, everybody's decision is different. That seems like a mature approach that you're kind of weighing everything.
That's actually the complete opposite of how I feel on this job. I feel like I have to just put on front.
Always.
It is so.
Always
life
looking.
is so hard here. I'm miserable. Please help me get the hiring over there.
Yeah, and like in a football aspect, I just like I felt like this was the best program for me to play at, and playing the seasons I already had here, just I had a good foundation where I'm at right now. So I didn't want to leave that and just go somewhere brand new that you don't know what you necessarily walking into, because it all sounds pretty until it's not.
Yeah, the grass is not always greener.
Yeah, for real. Like, that's a
very mature,
mindset.
So what's the difference between how things, you've only gone through spring ball here with Coach Shadwell, but so far, what have you noticed the difference between, say, who's your D-line coach here when
it
Coach
was Aldridge first, right?
And first year was Aldridge, then Coach Jeremy Garrett.
Yeah, that's right. What's the difference between how they're doing things and as Coach McGee and the defensive side of football on how this staff is doing it? Is there much difference at all, or how do you feel about it?
I won't say it's a big difference. It's not a lot of difference because, like, when it comes to playing D-line, a lot of it is the same. It's just a different terminology they use or the different mindset they want you to play with. And but there's not a big change because, like, obviously we had success in the past with the things we were doing. So they didn't necessarily come in and say, oh, we're gonna flip everything. Right. Like we're gonna go in a different direction. So they came in and we still kept like a lot of things we were doing. They just added a little.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Right?
So it was kind of that mindset. It just it's like the little spot and like little places where they just tighten the screws up and like and the different mindset we're playing and like on and off the field. Like I know for sure that like our core values, like they make sure like they're not budging on that. So like being accountable to everything we do on and off the field. So that's probably the biggest thing to me. Like I feel like we're much more disciplined and accountable to each other, not just on the field but off the field also. And he doesn't budge on it. But that's probably the biggest difference to me.
Do you feel like, and now too, you're going through this as an upperclassman, as a guy that I'm sure now people, if this had happened after your freshman year or something, you're still trying to kind of figure out who am I, where do I fit, now you're one of the leaders, right? You're one of the guys that people look to in that room. How much more so do you appreciate, you talk about the discipline, the accountability, now as an older guy when you're trying to lead and you want these young guys to buy into that as well?
Yeah, I do appreciate it a lot more now that I'm an older guy, because like it's kind of that year for me to put my name out there. So like it's good that they have those values and they own into those values, because it makes my job as a leader a little bit easier, because everyone is on the same page. I'm not trying to keep the guys like disciplined or like being accountable to what we're doing, but like all of us are on the same page, so it's easier to lead in that.
You don't have to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Right, as a group. Right.
Do you want to get up and?
Yeah, let's go, baby. I
gosh.
want to see.
I knew
Hey,
this was
come over
coming
here.
soon.
Come over here. Come over here,
So,
Ken.
we gotta
You're
get
on.
our
Get over here, Warren. I
camera.
need you, Warren. You're playing guard. You're playing guard.
I'm the
So turn this way. You're
sideline.
playing guard.
All
Okay.
right.
So you get a little three technique. Okay, we're on the weak side here. All you got is our guard tackle over here. Okay, so you're a little three technique. And you know what? When I study your film, right? You know what the best part of the game? Tell me if you agree with this. A big best part of your game. When you come in that little twist, baby. That twist is dynamite. I love when you hit that.
hard
I
handshake.
love
That
it. Oh yeah, like he's not used to a hard high five, Emily. Just okay. So
I'll just
that,
stay in my
that twist your
corner.
game. So you're lined up a three technique. I'm the guard. I'm the tackle over here. You're gonna show me your steps when you're twisting to that five. Okay, and you're coming down. Boom, around. Quarterback's back here.
Oh boy.
So
We might need the camera to get a
No,
little bit more
you're wrapping
behind
back
you.
this side. Opposite. So you're wrapping. No, same side.
So
No,
do I
sorry,
need
same
to?
side.
I'll be the QB.
Yeah, you're the QB.
I'm
You're
the QB.
So it's like one of the twists we ran versus Akron, right?
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay. Get down, Warren.
so right here,
I'm gonna set you
the
up.
first step.
You guys
so
need
the-
to protect me.
the DN is crashing in. He's coming into the B gap.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I took an initial
Give me that step there, right there. You're about
Kind
here,
of just
and you know what I do to you right there? Pow! You don't want none of that.
You're not gonna
You
get
don't
on
want
the
that
show.
smoke.
He's
You're not gonna get your
Yeah.
hands on me.
Yeah.
So usually I take a jab step.
Okay, jab step. I'm coming up.
Distract him
Yeah.
before the DN. So
He's
have time
crashing
to
here.
get in.
Now what? Show me what you
minute-
can do.
The minute I seen like last year was Dorell or Trayshawn, when they
take a
crashed,
crash.
I just wrap tight.
You wrap tight?
Yeah, because the tackle is looking at Dorell crashing in.
Yeah.
By the time he take his eyes off Dorell,
And then show
and
me-
like I'm a bit too fast for that.
You're too
Like,
fast.
so-
See, that's what I'm saying. Your quickness. They
So-
think you're slow because you're inside, but you
No,
ain't slow.
No, I played DN in high school.
That's
so-
right. That's
Okay,
right.
so let's walk through it. Let's walk through it. One time.
Oh,
Walk through it.
boy.
Show
Okay.
it. So we're
We
here.
step here,
I pop.
distract them,
Oh, I'm bound.
Yeah.
and Darrell
And then so
crashed.
he's coming in here, and
Boom,
then
now get the quarterback.
then it's gone. Yeah, he's gone. That's good. That's good.
That twist
Oh
game
wow,
was nice.
that was.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
That's
it.
your game.
And,
That's your game.
See, these are the guys that I have protecting me.
season-
I am in a lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble.
last season it was
Thanks to Caleb Smith for the camera work back there. You never know what's going to happen here.
with that twist. It was Coach Garrett gave us a lot of freedom, me and Darrell, because he trusts us a lot. Me and Darrell would just check it, and it's fine. It wasn't from the sideline.
Really?
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah. We
you
would see.
serious?
We would check that.
That's unusual.
Wow.
Like,
That's
no,
extremely
he
unusual.
gives us a lot of freedom, and he understands. Like, if we see something in the game, like Coach, that's what we see.
Yeah.
Like, it's check it.
All right, so tell us, last year, I mean, it's the line just lived in the backfield. You guys were just a problem.
What was
led the
tackle
didn't-
for loss was number 1 or number 2 in the nation?
Yeah. I know Darrell, I think, led the nation
No,
in
led the
tackles
nation.
for loss.
Overall
And as a
defenses.
team, you were right up there. You had 10 tackles for loss yourself.
Yes, sir.
As you take a look now at this group, who are some guys that we need to be aware of? Who are some guys that we need to know
I
about?
mean, don't give away all the secrets.
There ain't
Don't-
no secret.
You're
I
seeing
try,
it, you're
I
seeing
try.
it every day.
I try. Man. First, we're gonna start inside.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a long list. I like it.
Jay Hardy.
Jay Hardy, this is going to be his breakout.
Scooby Snacks.
Yeah.
I think
So you got Scooby Snacks in?
Yeah.
if we can get back him healthy into his top shape,
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, I tell him every day, like, you might be the first round pick out of Liberty if he can.
Wow.
Like, that's how much I believe in him.
Wow.
Like,
Let's
But-
go.
Yeah.
but I truly believe it. Like, he's the truth.
Okay.
Like, he just got to take the next step.
Do you know there was another first-round draft choice to come out of Liberty? There was.
Way back.
way back. But I'm talking about in the
Right.
2000.
Yeah.
FBS.
So I'll throw that
FBS
out there.
era. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. All right.
Yeah. But like,
He's
I
really
truly
old.
like he.
Who else?
Okay.
So then we have Bryce and Chris Bodie. I think
Yeah.
Chris Bodie gonna help us a lot this year, and Bryce and obviously the incoming transfers that's coming in, they I haven't seen I haven't watched their tape enough, or I haven't been around them to see what they really have. But like probably after fall camp, I will have an idea.
How do you feel about your depth there? Do you guys have a decent amount of depth at that position?
Yes.
I mean, that is a position. Like they say in football, when you build a football team, you build it with the offense and mostly the defensive line first. That you have to be 8 deep to be able to rotate guys through to keep them fresh, keep pressure. You guys feel like you have some depth there now?
Inside for sure. I think we have at least 6 that can go right now and play a full game, like where if one of us come off the field, they won't be able to drop off.
Where's your level of confidence with like the chemistry? Because I feel like this line you guys had some good chemistry last season.
Yeah. So we have a lot of new pieces added in, so we obviously have to build that chemistry, and I think Coach McGee is doing a great job of building that chemistry. But I think
what kind of off the field stuff are you guys doing?
Seems like every time I hear about you guys, you're doing some other activity, some other game,
going to
some other
neighbor's place for like some wings or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what my invite
So we usually do an occasional meal, and sometimes we just hang out, and a lot of the new guys we watch a lot of film.
Okay.
So without the coaches being there, it's a lot of us in the film room just watching film. Just that alone brings a good chemistry.
How's your sewing career going right now?
Pretty good.
Yeah, for people that don't know,
Pretty
Gears
good.
here.
we did a piece on Kendy last year that just blew up. They went crazy. People loved it about you
went
sewing.
viral.
And what do? You still kind of you dabble, or do you have certain projects you work out? What do you do?
Right now, like we're a bit busy, but like I still work on it. Like when I get home, I still like cut up stuff and sew. Like I think it was 2 days ago, I made a bag from a jean.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's just
jean
like
bag?
yeah. So I got an old pair of big jeans I don't wear anymore, and I just turned it into the bag.
You have big jeans?
Yeah.
That's why. That's why.
And he can turn it into a purse.
And you turned it into a purse.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Now, didn't you do some guys hem their pants and stuff
Yeah,
for
For the
Flames bees and
Okay.
all that stuff?
Yeah.
Were you the go-to?
Flames
You're the tailor. You're the team tailor.
I
So,
think
yeah,
that was
actually,
Gatlin.
Yeah.
Are you getting better at it?
Yes, for sure.
So this is something you practice. You definitely get better. It's not
Oh,
like you just
now
work, like,
you're going to
you're
get calls
getting
from
better.
him.
Yeah. So
I got
like
something on my mind. But keep going.
so the more you practice, the better you get. So I took a couple classes from Liberty.
Oh, really?
And a fax class. So that helped a lot.
Yeah.
Because like I was learning from YouTube, but once she explained it and like the different shortcut, I was just doing this the long way.
Yeah.
It's the easier way to do this. So
It's like getting to the quarterback. I was doing this a long way.
So the classes definitely help.
He told me on the way to the studio he might do a minor in
Oh,
sewing,
really?
which would be so awesome.
Well, listen.
I've been thinking
We'll
about
need
it
to
a
do
lot.
an out of the office,
I know we've had a first-round pick before. I don't know that we've ever had a football player with a sewing minor. I think you would definitely
Be
be
the
the
first.
first
Yeah,
in
for
that.
sure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, next year for my pickleball member guest, maybe you could sew us a little something for.
Joe has a
for that.
pickleball league.
you play
He runs a
pickleball?
pickleball league.
Yeah,
you
he
ever play
didn't heard
pickleball?
of it.
Like a little racket
Yeah, but
racket
that- no.
sport?
We
Yeah.
just need your sewing.
Yeah.
We just need your sewing.
Yeah.
I got
We
you.
make a
Just
couple
let-
extra bucks doing this.
Just
too.
let me know. Just let me know.
Wait, so wasn't
let me
it you and Xavier at the Flame Speeds? You guys were going around on
Yes,
Facebook
yes.
Live. Okay, the personality out of these guys. Tell me
Who
about.
else was it?
Oh my,
Xavier
Xavier
Oh,
Gatlin.
gotcha. Yeah.
Tell me about what you guys were doing at Flame Speeds because this was just like hilarious to me.
Yeah, so we was going around and just asking people about the outfit, what went into it. I'm thinking, man, like, what made you pick this color or this dress? It was pretty nice.
I'm telling you, he needs to host like a segment.
So
coming up.
here's the way I see it going, Kendy. You come out this year, you just dominate. We're talking like 10 sacks, 18 tackles for loss, whatever. Then when it comes draft time, you make your own suit. Is that where this is all leading? Is that where this is leading up to?
My
Where
gosh,
you create
it's
your own
coming
draft
full
night look.
circle. It's all coming.
Yeah,
back to me.
that's definitely something I've been talking about and been thinking about. So I know how to make a dress pants.
Yeah.
I did it before. I can make it from scratch.
Yeah.
What I've been learning is like how to make a coat or jacket.
Yeah.
So it's pretty tough.
I bet.
Adding a shoulder pad to
Yeah.
it so we have
Yeah.
so it stands
Right.
really nice and nicely tailored.
Yeah.
So it's challenging, but by the time I graduate or by the time it's time for the draft,
Yeah. There we go. That's
I'm gonna
incredible.
wear my
Really-
own piece.
That's it.
Another thing other than sewing that I want to learn from you is like you just are so soft spoken and I'm so like it makes me feel like I'm so loud.
Well, you are. Yeah.
Like, but yeah, like I just like need to. I just need to like
Yeah.
you know
It's
take that.
Yeah.
I have the same.
Like you're getting your point across,
Yeah.
and you don't have to scream.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might. Are you the one of the oldest of your family siblings?
I'm the youngest.
youngest of
Yeah.
9, right?
Yeah.
I'm the youngest of
Yeah.
9, so-
Yeah.
Youngest.
But it's kind of, I kind of got it from my mother because like when my dad moved here when I was like 5, that's who I was around the most. Like I'm a mama boy, so like she kind of soft spoken too, so it's kind of from her.
I did not.
Soft spoken and then just on the field, flip the switch.
You know, we've done a lot of features on Kendy because, like I said, he's just like such an interesting guy. He's originally from Haiti. What do you miss most about Haiti?
Probably just like the simplicity of life, like how much like you didn't have much, but like you was happy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That is so interesting that you say that because when I was there for a mission one time, I was like so curious about that. Like it felt like Jesus was there more than anywhere I've ever been, right? And I was like, oh, don't you want like a car to drive to the market? And he's like, no, because that walk that I took with my dad every Saturday to the market is where I learned about Jesus. And I'm like, wow, you know, you're trying to cut these corners to make life more, you know, simple, but like to get to the market faster. But those are like actually the moments that are so special. And I love Haiti. Haiti's a great spot.
That's probably what I miss the most. Just being.
All right, since you're so nice and soft spoken,
Oh gosh.
here we go.
Joe, this is
This is your moment.
Don't yell.
This is your moment. No, just do it. You just be you. You just be you, Kendy. This right here.
All right.
Flames Central Podcast. Powered. You can say a little. You put that little juice on that one. Powered by Alcova Mortgage. Just look it right into that camera right there, my friend. Do it.
Alcova.
Alcova.
Alcova?
Yes.
I'm Haitian, so like my accent.
Yeah.
No, you're good. Do it.
Alcova
Mortgage.
Here, if you need a
Powered
look.
by Alcova. Go.
Flame Central Podcast, powered by Alcova Mortgage.
Yes.
All right, we got there. That's it.
Podcast.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
And that's yours, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
You
Do
keep
you drink
that.
coffee?
No,
Okay, we'll put a little tea.
that
All
water.
right, Kendy,
Put it on
thanks
your
so
shelf.
much for coming on.
We're excited
Thank
for
you
the
for having
season.
me.
Can't wait
We're
to
excited.
see you do
Yeah,
some work
this is gonna
this
be fun.
summer or
Do
this
work.
season rather.
Yeah.
Just do work, son.
Get those Scooby
Amen
snacks.
to it,
Do
right?
work. Let's go, baby.
Okay.
I love
See,
it.
that was a nice, easy
Amen to it.
handshake.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Excited for the season. I'm excited for Chadwell and his staff. What he's gonna do. I think it's gonna be special.
I really do think we need to put out a Twitter poll about who is the most interesting athlete and have it, you know, I don't know if that's the Liberty Way or not, like the most interesting man in the world.
Yeah.
But see who will take the prize because, I mean,
Kendy's up there for
he
sure.
is up there. He can sew, and he's not, I mean, he's actually like really, really good at it.
Yeah.
It's not like he's just making some random jean bag with like
No,
a
he knows
pocket
what
on
he's
it.
doing.
I mean, Matt Warner did, if you're putting this poll out there, Matt Warner did go with Gian.
Gian Lemmy is one of the
Gian
most
Lemmy is
interesting people on this campus.
Interesting people on campus.
Author, podcast host, chef, Lego master, one of the all-time great
Lego
tennis
master.
players,
Yeah, he's good. And good pickleball
great
player.
pickleball player. Yeah, so he's definitely up there. Yeah, we've got a few of those kind
Joe,
of guys.
you might be in the running for that.
You know what? I'm a pretty interesting guy.
Yeah.
I come at you a lot of different angles.
That's true.
Yeah.
You never know what to expect.
Maybe
Yeah.
not be able to do much.
Yeah,
but
right.
I have the illusion that I come at you with a lot
all
of different
smoke and
angles.
mirrors.
It's all smoke and
Yeah,
mirrors.
Almost
Yeah.
as great
it's
as how,
it's a dog and pony show.
Yeah, yeah.
almost as great as how that mile, you know, turned out. You know, you could
Oh,
have
I'm
had
starting to feel
that.
healthy.
Are you getting back?
Yeah, I'm starting to feel
Oh
healthy.
my
Yeah, this is
gosh.
going to go down.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's probably going to go down right before football season so I can inspire the team. to
Oh, that would be
greatness.
good.
Yeah.
Maybe Chadwell could have everybody
Yeah,
come
everybody
out.
come out to watch at the track. Guys, we're stopping practice.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
going to go see Joe.
Get Joe huffing and
Come
puffing.
around the corner. See what he's going to really inspire
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
That'd be the biggest letdown in history.
Yeah.
I
Right.
actually had a talk
You're
with Coach
laying
Bingham
on
You're
about
the
this.
laying
track.
out there and just
He's like, well,
yeah, good for you, buddy.
Back to
All right, back to
practice.
practice.
I had a conversation with Coach Bingham about this, and he's like, "Does Joe like really understand how many laps it is and like what
Oh,
numbers
stop.
a track?"
I'm a track
so
guy.
he
I'm a
is
track
not a
guy.
believer
Bingham,
either.
you know what? Bingham's my boy. He shouldn't disrespect me like that.
You didn't hear it from me. Let's get to the mailbag,
Mailbag.
Matt.
All
Who do
right,
we have?
Every What?
If you want to,
my mailbag. Go
if
ahead.
you want to send in a question, a comment, or all the criticism that you want, the
Please.
criticism goes straight to the junk mail, but it's flamecentral@liberty.edu.
Yes, we would love to get your mailbag questions. We got one this week, and it's actually a really good one.
Oh, good.
Our
I
bu-
thought you were going to say it was a real one because
No.
usually we just
No.
have
Yeah, most of, I would
we
say
have our coworkers just send them in.
80% of them are from the outside.
Yeah.
And then we get some from coworkers, as you're
You
walking
know
down the
what, we
hall,
just-
being
This
like,
sounds
you know
like
what you
the
should talk
silo.
about?
You know
we
the
just
show
gotta
Silo?
we just gotta promote a little bit more.
All right, here's
gotta
the
work
yes.
that promo.
Let me say this too.
Yeah.
Last week, I forget the lady's name who we picked her question.
Are you sending up?
I sent her a mug.
Yeah.
She sent me a picture back, and apparently the postal service ran over the box 3 times. It was destroyed.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
So I'm sending her
disaster.
another mug. I meant to do it
disaster.
late last week. I need to send it out this week.
Oh my God.
I'm sending her another mug. It was destroyed. What's going on? What's going on with our postals?
What did you do, Matt? Did you throw
No,
it like
I
in an
had
empty
big,
box?
huge bubble wrap. Yeah, just rattling
Just
around.
things are-
It's like the cat in Christmas Vacation. Yeah. No, I
Sometimes
big
grandma
bubble
wraps
wrap. It was. I thought it was indestructible. Apparently not.
There was
Not
one
if you run it
bubble on
over.
there.
Yeah. I may have popped all the
All right,
bubbles.
no,
Yeah.
that's on
Yeah.
the mail.
Okay.
Matt Warner's not
That's,
gonna
he was jumping, you know.
Yeah.
Send her another
I'm
mug.
gonna send her another one.
Sorry.
I'm gonna send her another one. All right.
You're so unfocused.
The question this week comes to us from our boy Sam
Who, Sam?
in Kentucky.
Sammy.
Yeah, I know Sam.
Sam in Kentucky.
Yeah, Sam's good.
Great question. He
Good guy.
says,
He is.
yes, which would we rather have and why? Would we rather have a Liberty men's basketball Final Four appearance
Oh, wow.
or a college football playoff round 1 win? So I think he's assuming once the playoffs expand.
Yeah.
Which would you rather have and why?
Oh.
I am just going to say, I know what it's like, going to the Final Four, being an alum
I love
of
when she claimed. I know
the Florida
Do her little
Atlantic
owl
University
thing. Yeah,
Owls.
right.
And there's just something special about March Madness.
Yeah.
And
Well, this would be more special because you'd actually know the players on the team and know that they had a basketball program as opposed
That's my
to.
boy right there.
um,
That's my boy
yeah.
right there. That
He
is
found out
perfect.
the Owls had a program
He's just
about
upset.
mid-March.
You play basketball?
he's
Yeah,
just upset
yeah.
because the college he went to can't qualify
Hey.
to play in March Madness.
We got an NAI round 1 win.
Yeah, you did. get
National
an
tournament.
round.
That's right.
You did.
Okay, and then
No
Joe's
shame in
going to
that.
sit here and talk about some
North
high
Carolina.
school in Indiana that he's like the
No,
head
no.
coach of the lacrosse team.
I don't even know what
You
you're
guys
talking
don't know what it.
Get back to the question.
Yes.
Let's get back to the question.
I'm
So
saying
you're going
Final
back.
Four.
You're going
Final
back.
Four.
Okay. There'll be more hype around a Final Four because March Madness is crazy. The runs are crazy. They'd be an underdog, which would be crazy, right? And those teams that do make it to the Final Four, that kind of run, the hype would be incredible. It would be bigger for the university and as a whole, just because of football is so big and the college football is so big that if you were to beat, I mean, you're talking about if you get a first round win, there's 12 teams now in the college football playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Isn't
So
that right? Yeah.
I think it's expanded to 12. So you're going to come in. Let's say you come in at 12 seed, and I don't know how they're doing it, but if you're playing one of the top 4 and you're able to pull off that upset, that would be gigantic. So
That's
I'm
a very
gonna,
well thought out answer.
Yeah,
You are right.
I'm going to go with football.
In terms of football drives everything,
Yes.
right? And then in an athletic department for university, you're right. I do think that would be the big. And can you imagine? Can you just imagine what that would do for the program overall?
Oh,
You
it'd be
it
unbelievable.
put you on another level. And for people that keep sending us the question, what will it take for Liberty to get in the ACC? Something like that
Right.
could actually be something that triggers that. Whoa, they're that legit.
It gives you the
Let's-
respectability,
right.
credibility.
But for me personally, if we're doing it on a personal level, I'm going basketball Final Four.
Really?
Number 1, I mean, Richie McKay.
I
How
was
great would
just
that
gonna
be?
say-
How great would that be?
Everybody
I was
loves
just going
How
to say,
great would that
Richie,
be?
if he
Everybody
chooses
loves
college
Richie.
football,
No.
remember this.
How great would that be? And then 2, and you touched on it a little bit, it's not just a one-time thing.
Yes.
You have the whole first
run.
weekend. Oh, you win the first one. You get the second. Oh, suddenly it's our first Sweet
experience.
16. Then you go the next weekend. So you get to really milk it for that much longer. And I mean, we even saw when Liberty won against Mississippi State, you see what that does
No doubt.
for a school, for an athletic department, just the amount of tension. Coaches on with Charles Barkley and all those guys. You put that together and have one of those long runs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that people talk about forever.
There'd
That
be
changes
nothing
everything.
more exciting
Yeah.
exciting for the university than to go to the Final Four. That would be unbelievable.
And
what a ride that'd be.
And it's not like it's a program, and I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but it's not like was it in St. Peter's go on that run? But like, is St. Peter's, are they built to like take that?
Don't start taking other teams down.
But like take
I know what
that
you mean.
and
I know
build
what you
it,
mean.
and then
I
suddenly
know.
where they're like a legit Gonzaga of the East, right? Are they built like that?
Yeah.
No, probably not. Is Liberty in terms of facility and
Have the
support
ability.
and all that? Yes. So I think Liberty is primed to, where they did something like that, it would take them to a level that they might stay at.
Yeah.
And it's not at a place where like you have a big win at a small school like that and the coach is like out the door as soon as the clock hits 0.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a place where you can build it and maintain it.
Richie would bounce so
Richie-
fast and make your
Get out of here.
Just kidding.
He told me he would never leave us. I made him promise
Yeah.
on the Flame Central podcast.
I mean, it's fun to think. You're not going to turn down either one,
Yeah.
but that is fun to think about. Like, all right, what would benefit more? What would, as a fan, you enjoy more? It would be a blast.
Yeah, that would be so
Good
fun.
question.
Yeah, very
Great
good
question. Thanks to Sam.
I'll send you a
from,
broken mug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Connecticut.
He's already got it.
We'll
He's got
send
it.
you the
All right, we're good.
pieces.
He's good.
No, get him. We don't play.
Give him a new one? Okay,
no,
we'll send
the
it.
new
We'll
one,
send
the
it. All
new
right,
one,
we'll
We need some questions or like maybe a new segment that we're trying to think of for the fall.
Emily
so
wants like some sort of debate
the
thing.
great debate.
I like that.
The great debate, and it doesn't
like
have to
that.
be anything in
Yeah.
athletics. It can be like, should spouses follow each other on location services? Like it can be.
Whoa, that was oddly specific.
Well, that was really
I think
Oddly
that.
specific
who was
there.
recently married.
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
my gosh,
That's
you guys
very
are
specific.
It sounds
ridiculous.
like you've been having a great debate of your
Oh,
own.
sounds
Yeah.
like
Oh my
somebody's had
gosh.
debate within their own.
I am
And
saying
maybe
that
lost.
is something that people either
Yeah.
feel very strongly one
Wow.
way or very strongly. We don't. It doesn't matter if we do that or not because we
Oh,
trust
okay.
each other.
Oh, yeah, okay. all
I
right.
am just.
Yeah. Just for a random.
Hey,
just a random
Flames
topic.
Nation,
Just whatever comes to
forget
mind.
about the
Yeah.
great debate because
Yeah.
I refuse to do anything between
Yeah.
these two.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening or watching. I really hope that I'm not here next week, but I hope you are.
Hey, next
Joe,
week.
Next week.
Isaac Simmons should be with us.
I
know
was
we
not
teased
gonna
it before.
I'm not gonna commit to anything.
I'm gonna put
I
him on the
wasn't gonna
spot.
tease it.
We teased it before.
Yeah, come on.
He wasn't able to make it. Next Monday, Isaac Simmons, fresh off his U.S. Open appearance. We're going to talk to him all about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Joe,
Yeah.
Matt, I'm Emily. We'll see you next week.
Flex and Fox Power Ride. Come on.